Hello and welcome back to Life Lessons with Sheila, and welcome to a new Sims 4 Alphabet Build Challenge. Today we're doing the letter T, and you guys voted for, drumroll please, Trailer Park Princess. Yay, this should be fun. I'm going to preface this by saying this is absolutely my favorite build of all. It was the C for Christmas, but this has topped it. I love the challenge, and so this was fun. Ignore the wibble wobble of this T. It comes together, I promise. They always come together. Anyway, this was absolutely so fun. I envisioned this person as being a girl who's kicked out of her home, a well taken care of home. She was daddy's little girl and messed up somehow and got kicked out and put on her own. And so she had to start from scratch, and she started in a trailer. The only thing she brought with her was her bedroom set and her computer, and that was it. The rest was kind of there, so we'll see what she gets into. Trailer parks and poverty, American culture imagery, over-the-top feminine clothing, sex, kink, and DDLG and dolls were the key motives for this build. Not necessarily this build, but for the Trailer Park Princess aesthetic. Trailer Park Princess combines elements of Americana, eroticism, and poverty, and croquet, femininity, to create a feeling of nostalgia, unease, and deviancy. It incorporates many elements of camp and kitsch, and it's a total subversion of what is deemed to be good taste in contemporary American society, as it openly celebrates identities that are shamed in American society: the poor, drag queens, sex workers, and the kink scene, and a rural uncultured communities. The users who post this content tend to come from upbringing that is of this aesthetic, and the elements are personal and looked upon with fondness, rather than as a means of shock value and antagonization. Additionally, the community contains many nymphets and has strong overlap with Morut community, although they are still different in many ways. There's also an overlap with bimbo core and McBling. Like many other pre-civic aesthetics, the aesthetic is individualized, and bloggers would typically combine or emphasize more or different aesthetics. I took more of the actual trailer park theme for this build. None of the sex stuff, none of the other weird stuff. It truly was just a princess being kicked out of her perfectly manicured home, her mansion, so to speak, and got kicked into a trailer park. Key colors are pink, cherry red, general washout colors. Visuals is Americana, beauty pageants, plastic tiaras, cigarettes, and other drugs. Cluttered, kitschy materials such as knickknacks, crucifixes, and plates. Diner sodas, sundaes, and milkshakes, which I wish we had more of in The Sims, actually. Dolls of different varieties such as Barbies and bisque dolls. Elements of true crime such as newspapers and milk cartons. Guns, prom, Las Vegas wedding chapels. Lingerie from the 50s to the 80s. Mannequins. Plastic pink flamingos, which there are some planted in this build. Religious imagery such as Bibles, crosses, and religious statues. Rundown motels, trailer parks. Trashy tattoos. Unglamorous sexual paraphernalia such as blow-up dolls and toys. Vintage Playboy magazines and blow-up pools. Darn it, that's what I forgot. I was going to toss in that blow-up pool. Oh well, sorry. Hobbies is crying about exes, beauty pageants, shooting targets with guns, watching old movies with this vibe, and cheerleading. Movies that this aesthetic is referred to is Pink Flamingos, which is released in 1972, Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me, which was 1992, Trash Humpers, 2009, Gummo, 1997, and Carrie, 1976. This is the second one for Carrie. This aesthetic has received criticism online for romanticizing poverty and looking poor for the aesthetic. It has also received criticism for being an inaccurate portrayal of trailer park life. This build was still so much fun. And of course the bathtub has to be built in, because every trailer that I have ever been into had a built-in tub. I never lived in one, but I have had friends who lived in them growing up. This bathroom was quite elaborate for most trailers that I remember. Of course, this is back in the day, in the 80s. I could have gone with the siding from the outside of the regular siding that goes horizontally, but I thought the vertically looked more intriguing, more interesting. Almost shipping container-ish, I guess, but it just looked more appropriate for this build. That dining room table reminds me of many of my friends' families' dining room table, those chairs specifically. And of course that's growing up in the 80s, so I had to include that. This was so fun to do. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed this particular build. I'm gonna have to make a trailer now in my regular Sims play. Just because.
time in years. Got my feet across the border from a land of tears. Ain't no way I'm going back under. Got my eyes in the wild blue yonder. Will lies beyond the horizon? Let's go find out. Feeling free, free to live my life, free to roll the dice, free to go left or right. I wanna feel free to go wherever I choose, free to stay or just cut loose, free to sing, free to dance, free to give into lust and romance, free, that's what I wanna be.
I thought it was a nice touch having laundry next to the laundry and next to the laundry basket and tucked under her bed, because most princesses don't know how to clean up after themselves. So I imagine that she's not a very good housekeeper. So I tucked those in. Little bitty details are so fun.
But good enough ain't good nor enough. When going for gold, then things can get rough. What lies beyond the horizon? Let's go find out. Feeling free, free to live my life, free to roll the dice, free to go left or right. I wanna feel free to go wherever I choose, free to stay or just cut loose, free to sing, free to dance, free to give into lust and romance, free, that's what I wanna be.
Don't forget the bug zapper.
I'm feeling free, free to live my life, free to roll the dice, free to go left or right. I'm feeling free, free to live my life, free to roll the dice, free to go left or right. I wanna feel free to go wherever I choose, free to stay or just cut, free to sing, free to dance, free.
I had to come grunge up the bathroom a little bit more. There's some scuffs on the floor and in the bathtub.
That's what I wanna be. That's what I wanna be. That's what I wanna be.
And as we are wrapping up this build, I want to thank you for joining me for this week's Sims 4 alphabet build. We are on to the letter U next week. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below, and I will start a poll probably on Monday. That is my goal, to give you guys a little more time to vote. But this has been so fun. I have an idea for the next challenge I'm gonna participate in. I think it should be fun too. Are you loving these builds? If you are, then leave me a comment below telling me yes you are, just to let me know that somebody out there is enjoying these. And I will talk to you guys in next week's video. See you later. Bye.